This is the Deathmobile, the last and final ride every one of us will take at the end of life's journey.
If you could write a script, isn't this perfect? You have a body transport person, a deputy coroner, and at least one visit to a funeral home that night.
How did you find out your father was missing?
His car was still there, but he wasn't in there.
His friends and family start searching, right?
Yes, everybody starts to look, trying to find his last known whereabouts.
Police ask for your help in finding the missing man. Who you see right here is Gregory Rice.
I think we just all assumed that he was going to be found in a ditch someplace.
He had a feeling that he was being followed.
Greg had actually said, if anything ever happens to me, it's not a suicide.
It's full of scandalous, secret sex. Erica Dontel began to receive anonymous text messages that said, your husband has gotten somebody pregnant.
Giving you every opportunity to get yourself out of the situation.
There's nothing for me to get. I don't know where he is.
What went through your mind?
I was like, this can't be true. I dropped the pedal and I started crying.
And you were scared?
Yeah, I was scared.
They were in the business of death.
So you learned how to do autopsies?
Correct, yeah. Took pride in getting all the answers.
We don't have people standing in line to get this job.
I felt like that was what I was put on this earth to do.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Every year, these shores welcome millions of tourists. They come for the sand, the sun, the surf. But it's not always fun and games. At night, a darker, more sinister side emerges.
We do have some problems in downtown Myrtle Beach after like 10 p.m. That's kind of like a joke about Myrtle Beach.
The Murder Beach, or Dirty Myrtle. You know, after dark, it's its own monster.
It's really become a dangerous place, and there are a lot of beachfront and alligator farms and ways to dispose of bodies that people are never going to be found.
When a dead body is found, Meagan Jackson is likely to get a phone call. The 35-year-old mother of 4 and her boss, Chuck Benjamin, provide a service everyone will one day need, but nobody really wants.
My name is Chuck Benjamin. I pick up bodies for the local funeral homes and the coroner's office. It is about 3:40 in the morning. We are headed to one of my local funeral homes to pick up a body to take it to the airport in Charleston so it can fly out to their final destination.
How long have you been doing this?
Since 2011, whatever that is.
Okay.
12, 13 years.
14 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the right schedule for today. Yep, 8:29. Leaves at 1 o'clock this afternoon, so this has to be there by 10:30, 11.
What do your grandkids call this?
The Deathmobile.
And you have it in your driveway, ready to go?
Oh, yeah. All my drivers have one in their driveway.
Because you can get a call at any moment.
24/7, 365 days a year.
With those hours, not to mention the grim realities of moving the dead, Chuck says it's not easy to find transporters for his business.
We don't have people standing in line to get this job.
We've
I can
had
assure
people
you
work
this.
one day and leave.
Megan was a next-door neighbor to Joan and Chuck. She had moved from Ohio with Greg and her kids.
She wanted to try when I needed somebody. So I said, well, I'll take you on a few calls. If you like it, fine. If not, it's no big deal.
She had an interest in science and blood and things like that.
Very first call we went on was that somebody had been down for a week. It was decomposition on the 3rd floor. And I mean, she'd hold her own.
She could pick up a body, you know, which is clearly dead weight, by herself and put it on a stretcher or in a car. And she's teeny.
And just like that, Meagan becomes an Uber driver for the dead.
I looked up to my mom in a lot of ways. She did a lot of work
How would you describe her job?
It's a pretty sad and can be an overwhelming type of job, but I think that as long as you're being respectful and caring about what you're doing, then I think it's actually a really good job to have.
Everyone loved Meagan. Everybody that she worked with in the business. We worked for a variety of different funeral homes. At the time, we worked for the coroners.
Meagan's job requires her to work hand in hand with the Horry County Deputy Coroner, a man named Chris Dontel.
Meagan was a great worker. She endeared herself to all of us at the coroner's office.
Did you ever go with her to work?
I've done quite a few calls with her, and it would be something I would actually look into doing in my future.
You would think of doing the same thing?
Yeah. I never really bothered me as a kid because everybody passes at some point.
As Meagan thrives at work, her relationship with Greg Rice, the father of her children, fizzles out. After 15 years together, the couple splits up, but they share custody of their kids.
Greg moved to the Arrowhead community where he lived in an apartment. Meagan, who had inherited a good deal of money from her parents, purchased the home in River's Edge.
On October 3rd of 2020, Meagan went over to Greg Rice's home with the children. He was going to get the children for that day. There was no answer at the door.
I received a phone call from Meagan asking if I heard anything from Greg because he's not answering the door, he's not answering his phone.
Ryan and Greg work together building patios and are best friends. Ryan tells Meagan he last saw Greg when they both left work the night before.
I felt it was kind of fishy, and she ended up putting in a missing persons report.
Meagan files the report in person at the police station.
Meagan, right? M-E-A?
M-E-A-G-A-N.
What's your last name?
Jackson.
How long was y'all married for?
We weren't married.
Weren't married. How many kids you got together? Just curious.
4.
4, really?
I was with him for like 15 years.
How long y'all been separated?
Over a year.
Over a year.
Meagan says she last spoke to Greg on Friday, the night before he went missing.
And you talked to Greg on the phone at about 9:58, you said?
Yes. And I told him that are we still good for taking the kids to your house in the morning? And he said yes. And I mean, everything was fine.
That was the last time you spoke to him?
Yes.
So you never physically saw him Friday?
No.
Meagan was pretty much painting the picture that Greg could have possibly overdosed, was in a ditch somewhere.
What kind of drugs did he do?
Like Oxy, Roxy, I can't remember what he called
Did he get
it.
hurt or anything? Is that why he started taking them, or just
No,
he just started taking them?
He lived right beside the Intercoastal Waterway. And she was saying he may have wandered off and drowned or just wandered off and OD'd.
Police ask for your help in finding Gregory Rice.